Thank you. Hi, Samantha. I'm a volunteer with Enviro for Island. My question is just what more could we be doing in the environmental movement, or what could we be doing differently to help influence like green legislation in Congress?
I think the big key is to make the connection between the environment and the economy, and the environment and national security. And Sheldon and David just alluded to both of those things. When environmentalism is seen as this altruistic, esoteric, effete subject, it just has no traction with lots of people. But when you say, listen, this is money in your pocket, you know, when you have solar panels on your roof, you're paying less. When you weatherize your house, you're paying less, and you can use that money, particularly nowadays, for your family and for the future. That has a context. The other context, and Sheldon alluded to it, is this could be one of the most significant national security challenges we face going forward. I was 3 years ago, I've been on the Armed Services Committee for about 20 years. 3 years ago, I was shocked when the Navy informed me that the Arctic Ocean is now open for commercial transit 3 months a year, that we have to develop literally a fleet for the Arctic Ocean. I have to find money to pay for shipbuilding. By the way, the United States does not have any icebreakers. The Russians, if you recall a few months ago when we had that ship stranded off Alaska, we had to call Russian icebreakers to save the crew and the ship, etc. So there's a whole sort of set of costs. But then you just shift away from those operational costs. If we have seawater rise of 2 or 3 or 4 feet, think of what happens in Bangladesh, which used to be called West Bengal. And when you drive the population in West Bengal, Bangladesh, which is Muslim, into East Bengal, which is Hindu, are you going to get some friction? Are you going to get some... Yeah, and that's just, you can go across the globe and look at what could happen in terms of the issue. Final point about this national security issue. Today there's a huge emphasis, there should be, about the missing girls in Nigeria. But 2 years ago, the Nigerian Defense Minister said, the biggest national security challenge in Nigeria, climate change. Desertification of the northern part of Nigeria. You've got young men, they used to work on farms, they don't work on farms, guns are cheap, guess what they are? They're gunmen now. And they'll go to anybody. So if you can connect the issue of the environment with pocketbook and protection of the country, that's it. And you can do it locally. Because you have more legitimacy and credibility than most anybody else.
Perfect set.
Yeah, I agree.
And healthcare.
One more. Let's do one more.
Ready for another one? Okay. Is there any area of the room I haven't taken with them? How about the man who's standing up?
Showing the
Thank you, gentlemen, for being with us today, and also lift a cup to solar energy. 60 years old yesterday, solar energy technology. Happy birthday.